Okay, what up, ladies and gents? It's your favorite Asian robot right here, and we are about to start our show. Now, while we chill and do our thing, alright, please enjoy some of my music. Let me tweet and everything, and we'll have some fun, alright? Let's go! Let's go!
Can't explain. Fate pulls the strings, and I hate it when bad things happen to good people. Sinner or a saint, it ain't fair. That angel hair fell from heaven, halo gone, wings all clear, white turn red. Got some help from the horns and tail. She could have been the one, but it's a kiss of death. A kiss of death. Can't complain, 'cause I'd do it all again. Gave me the best and the worst. Could have been a lot worse. Sinner or saint, it ain't fair. That angel hair fell from heaven, halo gone, wings all clipped, white turn red. Got some help from the horns and tail. She could have been the one, but it's a kiss of death. A kiss of death. Oh, a kiss of death.
Alright, thanks for enjoying that. That's one of my new songs, Kiss of Death. It'll be unreleased for quite some time, but I hope y'all enjoyed it. Welcome to the show, everybody. I was prepping everything and getting it all ready in the background. The polls have been started as well, so you can feel free to vote for your option. There are joke options in there as well, as we always have. So yeah, please have fun and poke around. To be honest, the actual one that claimed first was in fact High Rise Society. That being said, he is now lower in terms of XP because others sent more chat messages, so that's how it went. Hello Austin, Val, Rena, good to see you guys. Alright, time to start working on the blunderbuss cage. So now that I'm working on the Nicholas cage, let's see what I've got. I do kind of want to go in for the crits, but the crits aren't exactly that great, so I think I'm going to go with bullet integration. And then we will have crit. So better insight, better concentration. That's pretty standard. I'm going to need an X slot, so that'll be electric. Oops. Electric enhancement. Weak point is kind of trash, so not really working on that right now. I'll have to see what the fire rate is actually like, but I think I'll shove that there. Glay could make good use of it. We don't really have one multi-hit here either. For the beam time. What else can I include to assist this? I think what I'll do is I will just put a base weak point side in there because it makes sense, and therefore this one can be for electric priority. Okay. Okay, that's a good base. Now we have to go re-roll the cores. So let's go do that. Then we'll let Glagle get her hands on it and start shooting. And see how it feels. Okay, weapon cores. For the blunderbuss cage. Okay, we'll start here. And if we're gonna do anything here, I will probably... could double it effectively. Let's go with firearm critical hit rate if I can. Just to see how that would feel. Okay, I guess not. I guess it doesn't care. It just wants me to go with firearm critical hit damage. Okay then. Then here we'll obviously go with fire rate. 18%. This one we will obviously have sprint speed. I mean, recoil is nice, but sprint speed 20. Okay. We'll have the base firearm attack increase as per normal. Okay, then in the free slot, I guess we will have to go with fire rate. Because it's the only thing that makes sense anyway. Spitting out more damage is better, always. Hello, Lewis. How's it going? Fire rate 19, okay. This is pretty darn decent. Everything else is pretty nice in there. Now let's take a look. My critical hit rate is 30% with 6.6 times multiplier already. So anytime it does hit, although it's a 30% chance, it's gonna really rip and tear. Just made some amazing tacos and you didn't give me any? Damn, bro. Damn, I'm dead on the inside now, bro. I'm kidding. Okay, let's put on the Thunder Cage for a second. And, ooh, why do I have 2 Divine Punishments? Hold up. Weapon level transmission for one of these Divine Punishments. That. Slam one of these in there. And then we will enhance the unique ability of the Divine Punishment with the other Divine Punishment. And we're good. Still need to build 2 more, but it is how it is.
Magisters are probably humanity's real home.
Okay, grab that.
Don't you think?
Grab this. Hammer and anvil. Ah, I don't have the blueprints. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Weird that I don't, but I'll go get them at a later time. Let's make another core binder for fun. Let's make like 500 of these for fun. In terms of enhancement materials, let's make it at the 500 of these. I can happily make another 500 of these. Oh, I cannot research anymore. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay. Oh wait, you ate some amazing tacos. I thought you made some amazing tacos, damn. But even if you ate some, where's mine? Okay, anyway. Let's go mess around with clay. Okay. This is her other more muted swimsuit. Glay's face looks so sad sometimes, I swear. I can never get over the long braid. Much more suitable. Back attachment, please give her the devil wings. Where are my devil wings? Makeup. Vampire all the way. That's better. Spawn, we'll give her the... Okay, that works. Now let's see, which outfit for her? There's Professor Elias. The original Twisted Worship. Her original outfit, which has the strings. Apparently, jiggle physics work through armor, which is hilarious. Okay, that's a thing that I didn't realize. It doesn't look half bad in that. But can I give her the rocker outfit and paint it up? Oh, lol, this is straight up like Deadly Schoolgirl style. Yeah, I'm feeling rocker today. Okay. I think this is the part that deals with that. Okay, do we have a red color? Yep, Glay is best with red. Something like that. Actually, you know what? That looks pretty good. All right. Red Death Glay. Okay, let's go test this out. Where is the blunder cage? So slap that in. Put in the regular version because we're not using it as an extendo this time. Okay, looks like we are all right so far. Doesn't look horrendous to me. Let's see how it feels in the usual areas. Start Privet operation. Let's go. Let's see if this is worth anything at all. I haven't rebuilt the Thunder Cage in a long time, but let's see if it even feels viable. That's right. RK tuning. Ah, crap. Went with the wrong one. Sorry. Forgot my RK tuning. I forgot it's actually important with Glay. Damn it. That was my bad. I don't like the little screw ups, but I'm like, I forgot, didn't I? I forgot, and I knew I forgot. But it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, somebody made their bunny Hatsune Miku. Okay, so we have a crit-based gun, which makes sense. We're not using multi-hit here, so this is pretty much pure as it comes. In terms of inversion reinforcer, we have the standard Glay loadout. Okay, can't really complain. Actually, can I put Briswalk into this? Oh my god, I could put Briswalk into this for farming. Holy cap. Holy cap town America. Okay, In that case, this is fine. And of course, we have the fire rate. Let's go duration. Yeah, I don't like forgetting, but sometimes you just do, you know? You think you know what you're doing, but then you don't. Ew. Ew. Ah, well, whatever. Off we go. No sense thinking too hard about it. Don't forget to like and share the stream, guys. All right, and let's go have some fun in the sun with a double bun. Like to back Buster Rhymes, all right? Greetings, Crash Baron. How you doing? I feel like they made the guns too loud. It was pretty good. I can't believe they let her drop an F-bomb right at the start, which was honestly pretty good. It fit her personality, and they really made her feel very real. And I feel that that's why they should do more, because honestly, they made it very personable. Like, it felt like, okay, so I'm looking at Bunny actually doing something, you know? So, yeah. And definitely the gun sounds are too loud. Like, no matter what I do, if I turn down the sound effects volume, like, all the other sound effects are muted, but the guns are just too loud. I don't know if they did this to try and make their guns sound more impactful, but I feel that they need to change the bass sound of the gun rather than upping the volume. Because for the most part, I find it's way too loud. In my personal opinion. I could always be wrong, but we all know I'm never wrong, am I? Am I, people? But yeah, the bunny video is definitely good. I'm hoping to see them do more. I'm well aware that guns are loud, but honestly, when we're talking purely from a video game aesthetic point of view, I don't want to go deaf firing my guns. And more importantly, a lot of gamers enjoy their music and things like that. They'll just turn sounds off. So rather than even enjoying a small bit of the sound, they just turn sounds off, which is not really good when you're putting in effort into the sounds at all. I don't think it's for immersion, no. Even if it is for immersion, this is actually one of the bad directions for video games. The best ones are the ones where you can play your own music, or when a streamer can talk to their audience without being overwhelmed by the sound of the gun, because then I have to adjust everything else, so it becomes a pain. For those that like going deaf, then, you know, please, by all means, I won't question how American you are, but that being said, it is overall pretty bad, and I feel that a lot of people are going to complain about this issue. The Because most of the people that play video games, they're also playing with friends, you know, relaxing with other people in voice chat. If I can't hear them over the din of my own gun, that's a problem. This is a thunder cage, dude. Anyone that doesn't recognize this SMG, like, bruh, are you okay? The characteristic explosion should give it away. Tim, what game you been playing all this time that you don't recognize the thunder cage immediately?
All my senses have come alive.
Rico, I've linked you multiple times to different videos. This time I want you to search on your own, dude. You need to be able to find my videos on your own. So please go and find my Glay video. Because I updated it for Season 2. I showed, for Season 2, Episode 2, I showed everyone how to build her already. Alright? You gotta go and check it out. So it's on my channel. I showed somebody yesterday as well. But I'm not trying to be mean here. I just want you guys to be able to find my videos on your own. Because if I have to link you every single time I come out with a video, and that's pretty bad, you guys should be able to search my videos straight away on my channel. Learned how to search YouTube. Type, you know, Glay build RealAsianRobot, right? And you can see all the videos. There's one that literally says updated for Season 2, Episode 2. You find that, Rico, you'll be okay. But I want you guys to try. I want you guys to try and find the videos on your own. Because I shouldn't have to link you guys each time. I know. That's why you must learn how to search YouTube, Rico. If you have not learned how to use YouTube's search function, it is time that you learn how to use YouTube's search function. Because otherwise, you have to come to the stream every time and ask me, can I have a link to this? Can I have a link to that? Can I have a link? There's a playlist of all my TFD videos. Here's the playlist of all my TFD videos. If you don't want to search YouTube, you can go to the TFD playlist and search through all that. You know, but you must learn to search YouTube. I'm not trying to be mean here, but this is very important. Because otherwise, it affects your own gameplay. Then you have to come to my stream every time and ask for links. That's not the way. It is better if you learn how to search YouTube. Because if other people can find my videos, then you should be able to as well. All top content creators will play a lot of games. They won't just play one game. What video are you talking about, Manuel? No problem. I'm always happy to make good vids, but that's why I think it's very important that people learn how to search. Because if you at least learn how to search, you will never go wrong in your journey. And I promise you it will be worth your time. If you take the time to learn how to search YouTube, I promise you it's a good skill. Because it won't just help you on my channel, it'll help you on other channels as well. And if you haven't studied it, there are like simple tutorial videos about how to search YouTube effectively, how to use keywords, things like that. In my case, all you need is the keyword of the build. So Glay build, RealAsianRobot. RealAsianRobot is important because obviously you want to search it from my channel. And then YouTube will get you all the videos. You can even filter by time, duration, all this kind of stuff. But time is more important because if you filter it by time, you can see what was published in the last 6 months, last half a year, or something like that. You can also use playlists. Most good creators will have a playlist. In fact, there will be a renewed playlist for TFD in Season 3. Alright, so right now there's just one big TFD playlist, but in Season 3, I'll make a separate playlist for Season 3 videos and stuff like that. So yeah. that's usually not the best way because best is a very common keyword. So if you ever want to search YouTube, it's better if you type in the creator's name to get the truly best results for that creator. Now, of course, if you want to view other creator stuff, that's more than welcome. But I don't recommend using best as a keyword because, look, a lot of people out there are going to use best as a keyword. Like every Tom, Dick, and Harry and their grandmother are going to use best build in their as a keyword in their videos because it's a very searchable keyword. So yeah, usually it's best if you just type in the person's name, RealAsianRobot, and then you'll get the builds related to my channel. Go ahead and chill, Lady Neo. This is... No, the bunny video is the one from the official First Descendant channel, Manuel. Have you seen that? I'm not talking about my bunny build video. In fact, my bunny build is already on my channel. But I was talking about the bunny video that TFD released. That's what I'm asking about. So if you haven't seen that video, it's pretty funny. You should go check it out. But I'm glad you like my build videos. And BorisNet, I thought Nell was pretty cool, but I want to actually build her myself. That I think is very important. And since I cannot do that in the demo, I will reserve any judgment that I have about Nell until I actually get a chance. And yes, you're right. I've been asked a billion times. I don't know why people always ask my opinion. Is there a reason you guys want to know my opinion on specific things? Is it just because you consider me the best, or is there a reason you need to know what I think? Because, okay, look, for me, I'm a very different sort of person. I don't care what other people think. I just do what I think is right. But I'm curious why people want to know what I think, like, just out of curiosity. What is your thought process? I want to understand my audience. What makes you want and seek my opinion on something? I'll delete you before I delete them, Rena. Fair enough. Well, if that's the reasoning, I can kind of understand it. Thank you for sharing your opinion. Yeah, okay. I can see the logic. But yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna wait until the Descendant actually comes out. Because I want to really build her, and I want to really experiment with what she can do. Because as you know, I tend to go either pure skills or pure gun. I never go one or the other way. So I want to adjust in accordance with what I feel Nell can do. Now, I am going to go through what's coming in Season 3 and all that. I'll do that in a future video. But for me personally, I think I will wait and reserve any judgment on Nell. I found her good. I thought she was pretty cool, but I want to really build her my way so I can understand better, you know? Like, that's what I really want to do. And I think that if I get the chance to do that, then it'll be a lot better. Okay, guys, I need 1 second because I cannot stand leveling this slow-ass way. So I'm not doing that shit anymore. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take this Thunder Cage, right? And rather than leveling it slow-ass way, you know, I'm going to go straight to... I'm going to go grab my Ness. Actually, should I grab a Ness or should I grab Bunny? I'll just grab Bunny. I don't care. Whatever. Let's grab Bunny. And I'm going to run around for a little bit. And, utilize the Blunder Cage. Because I want to build this up proper. You just came to get a Thunder Cage build? Well, if you're not interested in me and my content, you just want the build, then I will have to remove you from existence, Hyperspace. If you're coming to a stream, it should only be to support the streamer and nothing else, brother. Any other reason will result in a ban. Remember this. And then you have no content. So, if you are here, it is solely to support the glorious me. If you're just here for builds and content, Shameful. Good, I should hope so, because I would hate to have to ban you, buddy. Alright, remember that. I brook no disrespect here. Anyone says that I only came for this and that, I will not hesitate to just throw them straight out of my channel. Because to me, right, the way I see things is, if you really care about content, then you must support the streamer body and soul. You know, some people say, that's so extreme. I'm like, yeah, but that's what it takes. Because if you don't keep me in business, then I go away, plain and simple. I just left another game that contracted me because they just didn't support me enough. And I said, you know what? I don't care. Because I'm always going to have more games. I'm always going to have tons of people around me. So I always take a look at what my audience does. Like, do they really support me for me? And if they do, good. If they don't, then, you know, sayonara, see you later. And that is what most professionals will do, just so you know, because most of us live off this. So if we don't see the support from the people, I'm not talking donations, but I'm talking like people got to love the streamer. They got to be willing to watch the streamer no matter what. And when I don't see the people doing that, I'm like, I take mental notes. Then I go elsewhere. All right, let's go. A little bit of insight into the content creation industry there. I'm going to go into Sigma sector just because it's faster for me to run around. And I show Bun Bun. Let's go. It's been a while since I've run around. Okay, good. My Raid Shadow Legends is almost done as well. It is the ultimate philosophy for any creator, because I'm going to tell you right now, if you are the type that is locked into just one game and you're begging your viewers for love, not going to work. It's got to be the opposite way around. Your viewers got to love you. Otherwise, you will not succeed as a creator.
This is HQ. Enemy reinforcements.
That's actually the big mistake that a lot of channels make. They do like a channel focus on one thing only. Then you're stuck. If your audience stops supporting that one thing, or sometimes there are just bad patches, bad seasons, your audience is going to stop supporting you on that. Man, you're sunk. You are so sunk. But for me, I like to have freedom and mobility. I want to build my channel around myself. So that way, people are here for the robot, good. You know, I'm happy. People not here for the robot, well, you know, sayonara, see you later. I'm not going to care. Yeah, they'll just be gone. Alright, let's go. Okay. Whee! But anyway, also don't screenshot any of the stuff that I'm building up, because I'll tell you right now, if it doesn't undergo testing, you are going to get a lame product that is like half done. Don't ever do that. Just wait until I publish the video. Then you can, you know, take whatever you want. That's usually another thing that I tell people, because I know a lot of people, including some unscrupulous individuals, trying to claim my content as their own. They have in the past come to my streams. They'll see, oh, he builds this live. Okay, I'll screenshot this. I'm going to do it. And I'll release the video before he does. But I will tell you one thing. Most of those people end up doing the wrong thing, because we go through iterative testing. So I will test something once, then I'll try, okay, what if I change this one mod here and then that? And I show all the testing live on stream before I finally publish. So try not to screenshot the stuff, because you don't know if it's the finalized product. If you take the finalized product later on, it's usually better. So just a little bit of helpful advice. Don't screenshot from streams. It's not a good idea. Anything goes. What up? Just chilling. Leveling up this Thunder Cage for fun. I'm just reminding myself that this is absolute garbage, and it really is. There have been some in the past. I don't know if any do now, because for me right now, I don't even discuss other creators or talk to them anymore. This is to comply not only with contracts that I have, but also to stay completely drama-free. So I don't know if they do now, but they have in the past. I've seen a couple of videos, like a couple of months ago or whatever. Now, I don't know, because I no longer watch or interact with any other creators for contractual and official reasons. But yeah, in the past they did, but that's why I just give a blanket warning. Because some people might still do that. I don't know if they do, but if they do, you're probably going to get a half-ass product. So usually it's better to just wait until I release the video. Like, even with Voltia, like, while I was building it up, people were like, can I just copy this? I was like, yeah, but what about the roles? What about, you know, everything else? So, like, and I finalized, and I changed it up. Then, there you go. You can post it in our family Discord, Austin, if you want. I've made one so far that maximizes the DPS, but I'm willing to take a look at yours, see if I can glean anything different from it.
Descendant, stop the enemy troop deployment.
Oh, good. That's the smart way to do things. Always watch things thoroughly. This is... Well, bunny build, you're not supposed to fire the weapon. The bunny build is a pure skill-based build. The only thing I'm doing is holding the thunder cage in my hands to level it up. So whether you kill an enemy with skills or whatever, what weapon you're holding in your hands gets XP along with your descendant. So for skill-based builds, you could... That's why like people use skill-based farmers to level up their weapons and stuff, because that's how you do it. So just remember that. That's why like you'll see any skill-based descendant be able to run around with the chosen weapon and just level it up.
Elias, deploying arcade. I am the original.
Greetings, Arcane. How you doing today? Yeah, no problem. I'm willing to take a look at it tomorrow. Although tomorrow, Sunday, I'll be playing something different, that's for sure. I'm alright, Arcane. Can't complain.
Oh my.
Just doing some shenanigans.
Actual to HQ. Mission complete.
Now, after 56 votes in the poll, 77% of people think that they should make more vids. Who's the 4% that didn't like the vids? Like, yo, you gotta explain why. And the 9% that think the videos should be spicy. LOL. Y'all dirty. Y'all dirty. I mean, I'm pretty sure they could, but y'all dirty. Dirty. Oh, that's dirty.
This is Hound Actual. Reporting extreme concentrations of void energy within the operation zone.
You filthy. You're nasty, bro. You're nasty.
But do not
I mean, I'm sure that there's an audience for that, but yo, y'all nasty. You're nasty. You keep telling them that, hyperspace. They're gonna use that stripper pole emote, and next thing it's gonna be Bunny dirty dancing. You know how she carried the game on her legs, and now she's carrying them on her legs with a whole different vibe. You know what I'm saying? All right, Bunny about to pay for some Albion college fees. You know what I'm saying? They should definitely use Ezimo next for a funny video. It'll be very funny. Actually, nah, that's terrible. I shouldn't give them ideas. I bet you, if I tell them that, they are gonna make that Bunny needs to pay for college video. Oh god, that's terrible. That's terrible. Or, even worse, Luna needs to pay for college. Oh god. Oh god. She's already got dancing emotes in the game. Oh god, that's terrible. In fact, you know what would make them a lot of money? I don't know if you guys have seen this, but have you seen Water Bomb by Quan Yunbi? Yeah. They should just have Luna do the water bomb dance. Or they could make Haley do it if they want to go really extreme. But if they make her, any of them do that and include that as a dance emote in game, it would sell out so well. You know, 500 for the water bomb dance emote. They need to get that shit licensed. I tell you, it would sell so hard. Listen, I just know what sells, okay? Just because I ain't dirty, Renna. Nah. Everybody's seen water bomb, okay? You seen all that shit. Don't deny y'all didn't see it. Dude, so was mine, bro. So was mine. Everyone focused on that one particular part. I was like, but you know what? TFD can make a lot of money.
Deploying arcade. I am the original.
You're not familiar, huh? You're not familiar, huh? Huh? How much do you know about K-pop? Yeah, go for it, Tim. Enjoy Tim Tamming your disastrous.
Oh my.
Extraction from Operation Zone initiated.
It is a clean stream. I'll DM because I have Baron on Twitter. Yeah, this article, it's from the original one. Twitter. There we go. X.com. Where is Baron von Crash? Here you are, Baron. There you go. I just sent you the article, but yeah. But I think it would just be cool, you know, if like we had some K-pop dances. It doesn't have to be that specific one, but it would be nice to have some K-pop dances in this game. It would, I mean, for both the guys and the girls, you know. I think Lepic could pull off some BTS moves. Winner, you have the 4K YouTube video, brother. The goon is so strong with you, brother. But yeah, it would be nice to have some K-pop dance vids. Oh, by the way, it only works on a per stream basis, Brenna, just so you know.
This is HQ. Troops are on the ground. Transport is en route to standby position. Best of luck, Descendants.
A specialized Vulgus aircraft has appeared over the operation zone. Blasted out of the sky. Descendant, air support is standing by. On your signal, we'll initiate suppressing fire. Look out above.
Okay. You will be like us.
Mission complete. All units proceed to transport location. Great work out there.
Okay, one more. You know, I'm just thinking in my head right now that my brain is on it. Why have they, up till now, it's been a year, right? Why have they not made any K-pop dances? I'm just curious now. I wonder, is it because of licensing? It's probably because licensing and royalties.
Descendant, confirm arrival at the operation zone. Proceed with caution.
Yeah, I was thinking that, Lewis. They probably have to make it a collab with the group or the artists, which means royalties, licensing, all that. They may also need the mocap, which would probably be quite expensive if you think about it. So we could end up with an emote that's like 1,000 caliber for it. But
We've detected signs of
on
life
the
inside
other
the nearby
hand,
interceptor.
you know,
Master Corral's descendant. I will do his bidding. I will serve him all. Why am I?
okay, now I'm gonna go shove in another catalyst.
HQ.
Checking on the polls. 67 votes so far. 81% saying they should make more vids. So far, it's looking good. And only 7% think it should be spicy. I respect that. Good. They probably are doing a collab with a game though. But it would be very interesting to see like what their future collabs will be. That being said, I do genuinely want to see, because the girls and the guys in this game, they're already marketing them in a particular way, and I feel that, since you're already going in that direction, why not, at least give them some love, and may as well turn them into superstars. If we could have some K-pop dances solo, of course, so that people don't have to group up in Albion, because look at how empty this Albion is. It used to be a time when there was always like emote groups everywhere, and now it's just empty. I mean, granted, it's like right before the new season, so of course it's a little bit dead right now, but think about it, like, it just would be cool to see something like that, at least from my perspective anyway. I could always be wrong. I don't think I am, but I would like to see it. Now, give me 1 second. Something is not right here. Okay, sorry about that. Took a second. All right. Exactly, Baron, exactly. That's exactly what I said, I feel like they should do it. They're kind of limiting themselves if they don't. This is what I can do. Oh, this. None of these are the type that I want. This is technically okay. All right. Now. What is next on my list? Next on my list is probably still more running around. I don't either, but it was all over the internet. I know you don't use social media either, so that's probably the reason why. But yeah, it was just all over the internet on the day that it dropped, so it resulted in people having feelings. And we all know that feelings, ladies and gents, are bad. Feelings are dangerous. Never have feelings. If you ever have feelings, unfeel them immediately. Sorry, 1 second, I'm almost done.
New super chat received.
Thank you for the super. Metal. Alright. Okay, done. Sorry about that. Just needed to quickly roll that. But sure, Lewis. Sure. Purple perp. Of course. Of course I started messing around with the weapons. Have you not seen my recent streams? Take this nerd outside and eat him. Alright, I want him cooked in a pumpkin pie now. How dare you not know what I'm doing? Shameful. Shameful human being. Where is Foxy with the shame bells when we need them? Anyway, no problem. I got you. Let me just pull up a list, and I'm gonna play some of that. I'll play some of that Uber Soldat. How to unfeel feelings if there's no feelings, Hasista? I'll tell you how. Okay, you start by going to settings, and then after you go to settings, you go to the feelings tab, and then you turn off the feelings. All right, and if it still, like, if you're still feeling feelings, what you do is after you turn off feelings, you can disable mobile feelings data as well. So yeah, so that'll help you, bro. That's the way to enjoy unfeeling things. Okay. All right. Now then, let's go run around with some metal playing in the background. It's time, guys. It's time. It's time.
Whispers crawl the void within, delicate threads where life begins. Eyes like glass, a fragile plea. Shatter the still set
This is
chaos
HQ.
free.
Troops are on the ground. Transport is en route to standby position. Best of luck, Descendant.
Not difficult, dude. You just gotta keep running Sigma Sector. But the drop rate sucks.
The transport has dropped a wide-range shaping charge on the ground. We need it to purify the void energy. Prime the detonator with your RK, then hit the detonation device.
Elias, deploying RK. I am the original.
Have a bonus. again.
from Operation Zone initiated. Good work, Descendant. Descendant, firm arrival in the Operation Zone. Proceed with caution.
Arcane life signs detected inside a vulnerable structure.
Okay, I have no idea what that last bit was, but thank you all for enjoying that. And for those that are interested in my music, I'll put up the link for you in a second, but you can head over to SoundCloud or my YouTube music channel. Right now, SoundCloud is the one I'm pushing the most. Why? Because I get paid from SoundCloud. So, you want to support my tracks, you want to support my music, you want to hear me make more, this is my SoundCloud right here. And you can also visit my YouTube music channel. Please enjoy, ladies and gents.
See you soon.
And thank you, Lewis, for playing some metal for us today. If you want to go view my partnered store, please enjoy. However, take note that you must be over 18. Use code ADPRAR11 at checkout and you'll have a good time. The link is down the bottom. 3 very important links. My SoundCloud, YouTube music channel, and Anime Dakimakura Pillow for those that want their own waifus. Okay, where are we at here? Okay, level 22. Can go a little bit more. Meow, 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 meow.
This is Hound Actual, reporting extreme concentrations of void energy within the operation zone. All units, please proceed at your own discretion, but do not exceed your limits.
What sheep is back? We have a sheep.
Arcane life signs detected inside a vulnerable structure.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. I didn't even get a chance to see that. Y'all were so dang fast.
Master Corral's descendant. I will do his bidding. I will serve.
Well, I feel like I should probably explain it correctly, but dear Mr. Trent Oakley, please keep in mind that I'm required to moderate certain discussions as well as ensure that we have a healthy environment for people of all genders to sit in my chat. Therefore, although I may support or not support certain things, what you have to understand, good sir, is that I am still under contract and I have to abide by the rules of that contract. Therefore, I have to moderate what you say. If you are uncomfortable with this, please note that there are several places out there that you can have unmoderated conversations, including Reddit and Discord. Alright? I, however, require this job to live, therefore I must abide by my contracts.
Why am I?
Oh, that's okay, yeah. Actually, we have to
Mission
log
complete.
certain
All units
activities.
proceed to transport location. Great work out there.
So, whenever this happens, what needs to be done is that I'll need to roughly take a screenshot, and then I need to mark the guy's channel down, so I will publicly post about it. So, now I gotta timestamp that. It was about 3 minutes ago, I reckon, so maybe... something like that. User Trent Oakley. At Trent Oakley right here. Via spam comments. Okay, logged. Oh, unfortunately I can't, I literally cannot ignore it. Because, if I ignore it, right? So, what has happened is that some users have been thinking that I'm too nice because I don't call people out. I don't, you know, say anything when they harass me. But what they have tried to do, and I want to be very open about this, is that they have literally tried to harm my reputation online. So in order to combat this and in order to continue as a professional content creator, I am now logging every single incident that occurs with screenshots, evidence, everything. And anytime any of these people do anything, they will immediately be screenshotted, marked down, and then therefore their information will be publicly displayed on that stream. This is in case Nexon ever wants to review my actions or the actions that I take. Because I am here to just explain to people that, look, I'm under contract. Of course we love the spicy stuff. Of course we do. But if you're openly chatting about it, and I want to make this difference very clear, if you're openly chatting about it in stream, you're openly talking about it like this is a, I hate saying the word, but like this is a porn forum, it's really not. And you're not supposed to be doing that, because if you do that, what happens when ladies hop in? Because we have several ladies in our community. They hop in and they see the first thing is that I allow people to talk like, you know, this is a porn forum. That's not what we do here. Sure. Many of us like the Gooner content. I have worked with anime dakimakura pillows, but there is a line between being tasteful and classy about it or just being like, I want buddy naked. Like, don't be that sort of person. Be better than that. Also, if you're that offended over a 5-minute timeout where I explain to you that, hey, I'm under contract, we have to keep a clean stream. I know it's very difficult. I know it's ridiculous, but we have to keep a clean stream. And then you get upset about it and decide to, you know, yap about it. That shows that you are immature. Because the problem is that these people then attempt to harm my reputation when realistically, it's because I never logged all this information before. So now every single person will be logged. Every single person will be listed And therefore, if anybody pipes up, I'll say, nope, I've got evidence of them talking about this stuff right here. They spammed my channel. They were posting wild comments and all this kind of stuff. All of it will be logged, publicly listed, and then there you go. So that's how it is. That's how it is. And the date is 26 July 2025. Okay. Logged and posted in the evidence folder. There we go. Anyway, thank you guys for understanding. But yes, this is why people need to understand that, look, actions will have consequences. And in the past, there were no consequences for these folks, so they just felt like they could push me anytime they wanted. Now, unfortunately, they will receive consequences. I completely agree. You know, coming back to a more efficient discussion topic, I absolutely agree. The bunny video was definitely genius. I think that they should do more of this, you know? And I think that they should definitely go in that direction because I feel that it's going to be a very, very interesting direction to go in. I think that if they make the Descendants feel
This is
more
Hound
alive,
Actual to all
feel more
personnel.
personal,
Void
feel like
storm is
they're
intensifying.
people,
Conditions are unfavorable.
you know, then we're in a good
Proceed with
situation.
caution. Over.
And that's what I want to see. I really want to see all that. Yeah, no problem, guys. Look, I don't let it bother me or anything, so don't worry. I just have to log it so that in case anybody tries to go up to my bosses and say like, hey, RealAsianRobot hurt my feelings and whatever, I'll be like, no, I have evidence that I didn't do that. Here's the timestamp. Here's the stream. There you go. You know? So, thank you, guys. The only reason we had to organize up is because people tried to harm my reputation and stop me from making a living off streaming, which has been very, very annoying. But we recover and we become stronger for it. I fully agree. The bunny video is definitely good. I think that if they make more and if they genuinely start, you know, making the Descendants human, it's going to be really good.
Descendant, the transport has dropped a wide-ranged shaping charge on the ground.
But I
We
guess
needed to
the
purify the
difficulty
void
would
energy.
be the voice
Prime the
actors
detonator
and
with your
all that.
RK, then hit the
Because
detonation
if they have to
box.
keep hiring the voice actors, it can be a little bit expensive. So, you know, they'll have to make sure it's going to be worthwhile. Jerry, that will come out soon on my channel. All I ask for is some patience because I've got a couple other videos to work on, but it will come in due time. So once it's ready, I'll give it to you guys, including the strengths, weaknesses, pros, cons, everything. All right, all the information you need will be delivered to you. So you got my word on that. Hasista, saying that here won't help. Go to the official Discord and say that. They might make it. They might make it. You tell me, only I'm gonna hear it. You go to the official Discord, then the devs might hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Deploying
Okay.
RK. I am the original.
But yes, if you want that, then by all means, go to the official Discord, suggest it. You know, I'm sure they're always open to suggestions from their audience, and if it helps people make the characters more real, then absolutely. You know? They could do something with Blair, maybe make him do some cooking, you know, to fit his personality. There's a lot they can do. I just want to see them do it. Genuinely.
Who am I?
Mission complete.
But yeah, later today, I'm gonna be reviewing that bunny video, and my God, I'm gonna be telling them in my own words they need to do a lot more because I'm so hyped. I think that they're sitting on a gold mine, if you ask me.
This is Hound Actual, reporting extreme concentrations of void energy within the operation zone. All units, please proceed at your own discretion, but do not exceed your limits.
I really do. I think that they're doing a fantastic job, if you ask me. Now then, it's a little quiet, so I'm thinking I need some music. Let me play some random music for you guys, all right? What should I play? Well, that's easy. Let's go straight to my SoundCloud. Y'all can have some flippity hibbity hip hop.
Splish splash is hot water. Fly off with a ride that daughter.
Descendant,
I laugh
we've
when
confirmed a large-scale Vulgus transfer. Attack their deployment.
Oh my God, Blair cooking hate comments would be amazing. I want to see a Blair cooking show. I really do.
Just another classic in a black tee. It'll be automatic if you test me. Only saying that cause I'm a deadbeat. Make this look easy, easy. Sick and don't need a doctor. My squad need no handouts, handouts. Lions say you got us. Tell them it's hot. Flooding this strip.
I don't think he'd burn it though. He's a chef. But I would love to see him like do a cooking show. You're right about that, Leroy.
Captain Elliot, deploying arcade.
I dig the ideas, guys. I dig the ideas.
Operation completed. Awaiting transfer to transport position. Well done, Descendant.
Well, he does say, I think you want to see me explode, right? It'd be cool if Asimo like explodes or blows up on everyone.
This is is HQ. Troops are on the ground. Transport is en route to standby position. Best of luck, Descendant.
Rough and tough. Might let it fly and hit the war phone. Rough and tough. Say my name and it's a tornado. Rough and tough. Had to do it for my street angel. Rough and tough. That money got me in a headlock. Where I'm from, you don't want to be on a red dot. Rough and tough. I'm an MVP and an underdog. Rough and tough. All my street partners love me though. Rough and tough. Where I'm from, it's a war. Getting rich is a sport. Keep a stick in a torch. Got it out of mud, now I'm wiping it off. Rough and tough, hard as a diamond. This for the ones that ain't here with me riding. Big as a lion, king of the jungle.
Oh my god, that's a great idea. But the problem is that Glay is already psycho. But it would be nice if she came out to like analyze comments, or maybe Yujin could give a medical diagnosis. These are great suggestions, guys. I would love to see that. Yujin could come and like be annoyed at everybody's comments and, you know, tell them that it's just stress or whatever. They should take regular breaks and hydrate or something like that. I don't know. He could just do some medical officer shit. I dig it, fam. I dig it. This is the kind of wholesome content they should be putting out.
No more games, it's your moment. This is not a drill, grab the iron and get on it. Everything you want is in your mind, now own it. And everything you got's in the sky, now control it. Reaching for the stars, grabbing all of my opponents. Looking to the past, only see the future glowing. Never looking back, I can hear the vultures blowing. But I'm sitting in the light of my goal, while I see the dough and the gold. Say you want it all, but you don't. Say you want it all, but you won't. See it on the wall in your home. You gotta answer the call on your phone. Say you want it all, but you don't. Say you want it all, but you won't. See it on the wall in your home. You gotta answer the call on your phone. Been in my A all day, in the land where the predators prey. And if I land in a dangerous
The fact that they let Bunny swear though was so freaking cool. Like that to me made her human.
Mission complete. Transport in. See you soon.
But I'm past that. I'm in a new plane with a new plane flying past it, running through the race. Now I'm lasting. Came from the ashes, doing what you can do. This is the anthem. When I hit the ground, running field of the blast, and it's like I ran through everything I was afraid of. Now I.
Okay, I'll pause this before I prepare. We're gonna do some testing now with Glay Glay. Sorry about that. I had to quickly type. Dude, she should have a dance party where she's DJing. Yes. Yes. I need that. Okay, 1 second. Come on, do your stupid thing so I can get... Okay, there we go. Okay. Yes, 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 please do that. Okay, sorry, I have to adjust some options in the background. Punisher Glay. Pull out the Glunder Cage. Use crit gun style. The rest is fine. Inversion reinforce all fine. Okay. First, excuse me. Our first test will always be something like Caligo Ossuary. Let's go. Let's get a feel. Let's get a fee plus ling. They do, but only like the first one. So it's still not worth it as a weapon. I can try it, but I'm pretty sure it's still bad. Look at these creatures. 1 second, you lot. I'm preparing. Had to get my lips off first. Alright, let's go. Only build ultimates. If a Descendant has a normal and ultimate version, only build the ultimate, Goatified. Don't waste time on the normal. Okay? Never waste time. If the Descendant already has the ultimate version, only build the ultimate. The normal one is just for mastery XP, that's all. Okay? Remember this hard and fast rule. Don't waste time with normals if the ultimate already exists. Look, I'll give you a simple answer. They have 2 extra Transcendent modules. You don't know when these 2 extra Transcendent modules can be buffed in future. What if they make these 2 extra Transcendent modules more powerful than the regular ones? Then you can't use them because you built regular Glay. And because they're separate Descendants, you can't just use a Photon Imprinter anytime because that's only coming from events, right? So if you don't want to waste your time and resources, Mr. Goatified Trout, I'm going to tell you straight up, don't ever waste time with a regular Descendant. Because, what if they choose to buff the Transcendent modules that are only accessible by the Ultimate Descendant? Then you miss out on content, right? Then you would be like, oh, but I have all regular Glaive, but I can't play this new build because I can't use the Transcendent modules. You're gimping your own gameplay, Mr. Goatified Trout. Don't ever try and take the easy road by saying, oh, but I already have regular, I should go and build, I don't want to build the Ultimate. No. Don't take the lazy method and don't be stupid. I'm going to tell you right now. Alright? The smart people will always see that, the ultimate has extra stuff. Go for the ultimate straight away. That is the better way to have your gameplay done because you don't know what changes will come in future. That's the thing. You don't know what changes will come in future. If you waste time and you build the regular one thinking that, Asian Robot's advice doesn't really matter. You know? Never ask why. Why is a silly question. Because there will always be a reason for why. Instead, do. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm not saying it's wrong to think for yourself, but I never do anything without a reason. So if I'm telling you something, there has to be a reason, right? Don't worry about the why. Instead, ask yourself why I would not do it myself. If regular was better than ultimate, or if regular was as good as ultimate, why am I not always playing regular Descendants? Why do I bother with ultimate Descendants? Right? There must be logic to what a person does. So think in those terms. And you start to realize that maybe you don't even need to question it. You should just do it. Because if everyone's doing something, everyone can't be wrong. Right? Although, okay, I will say that very rarely everyone is wrong. But very rarely in history. Most of the time, if everyone's doing something, it's usually the correct thing. See you later, Arcane. But I'm sure that there must be at least some examples in history where everyone was wrong. Kind of like, what's the dude's name? Remember that guy that said the Earth revolves around the sun, and not everything revolves around the Earth, and he was an astronomer, and then they said he was crazy. So that was one of the times when everyone was wrong. But most of the time, if everyone's doing something, they're usually not wrong. Usually. Alright? But, yeah. But anyway, too long didn't listen. Main point is, don't ever build the regulars. If the ultimate already exists, build the ultimate. Extra transcendent modules are always good. And those extra transcendent modules could be changed, buffed, adjusted in future. And if they are, and you don't have access to them, you're gonna be sad. So many people, they built regular Blair, and they didn't transfer the progress over. They said, it's fine, I just use regular Blair and I'm doing fine. Oh, I don't need an RAR ultimate Blair build. Then Ice Maiden came out. And then everyone's like, ugh. And the easy way to clear Ice Maiden was with the killer recipe, which is only accessible by Ultimate Blair. And they were like, but how do I do this on regular Blair? I said, you can't. You can't. You don't have access to this. And they're like, ugh. You know, so save yourself the problem of the ugh. And just do it from the beginning. Besides, you're gonna have to want it for mastery anyway. And I'm gonna tell you now, the Thunder Cage is still weaker than the Final Masterpiece, actually. It's okay, but the Final Masterpiece is better because the Final Masterpiece reaches a much higher fire rate. So, although the Thunder Cage is still a good, like, basic type of thing, I don't feel it does very well. I'm gonna go test it very quickly in VEP. But I'm pretty sure it'll fall short of the Final Masterpiece, which disappoints me a lot. Still, I had to build it for myself to remind myself that it sucks. Because if you use, I mean, you guys have seen the Voltia video, right? If you guys see the Voltia video and you check out what I have already shown you guys in the Voltia video, you will see that the laser beam of the Voltia is just doing absolutely insane AoE plus single target damage. If you compare that to Thunder Cage, if I go now to stage 9, because they're both electric based weapons, if I go now to stage 9 and Thunder Cage can't compete, well, then you know that I'm talking sense. That's why I always like to do a regular test and a VEP test, because the regular test might look okay, but the VEP test, where you're testing against like some of the toughest creatures, will show you the truth about a weapon and whether or not it's even worth it. At least for a mobbing style weapon. On the mobs, it's doing okay. But we have to wait till the elite show. Oh, there's the elite. Surprisingly okay, actually. Not bad. So it was not that horrendous. These are against level 259 creatures. Now, you are going to have to hit a weak spot, so you are going to have to focus up and go close like this. But, in theory, this is not horrendous. You get, I wouldn't say the same level of utility as the Voltia, but on the bosses at least, if you're hitting weak spots, because the crit multiplier here is about 6.6, You do better on the on the elite kills, but you have to hit the head. So I would say you want to hip fire spray like this on the regulars. Then when you get an elite, then you zoom in. So it's actually slower than Final Masterpiece in regular mobbing, but considering the native electric attack that it has, on VP Stage 9, it's actually performing semi-decently. We'll have to see like what's the final versus the Voltia, but it's actually not horrendous, surprisingly. So I guess the Final Masterpiece has more AoE, which helps the regular missions, but this has much more single target damage, even with the crit multiplier. Sorry, even though Glade doesn't have a critical hit rate multiplier, you can achieve some pretty snazzy results. So this is one of the few weapons where my initial expectations were reversed. I'm actually quite impressed with it. Look at it. It's actually shredding the elites quite nicely. So you can, in theory, run this and do fairly well. Yeah, not having the speed penalty is definitely good. But as far as I know, Final Masterpiece also has a similar thing. I'm not so concerned about running 9s or 10s because, okay, here's the thing. What I'm testing is how does the weapon feel against level 260 creatures. You see, if I wanted it to run 10s, it doesn't make it not a good weapon. It makes it, if the person wants to play it, they can use it. It's usable. This is the ideal DPS build for it. Now, it may not be meta. That's what I think you're trying to say, Herbert. But if we're talking meta, then why would you even farm 10s with a weapon? And before you even talk about Frostwatcher can kill on 10s, but why would you take your time doing that when you're gonna be so much faster just running Viesa, right? So the idea is not for me to say, oh my god, this is so efficient, look, it can run VP9. No, I'm just testing the DPS versus some of the so-called toughest creatures in the game that are available in normal content, just to see whether or not it's dealing enough DPS at all. And against creatures that are weak against electricity, because you never know what kind of content will bust out in future, against creatures that are weak against electricity, it's doing fairly well. Not super great, you know, but I wouldn't say it's horrendous either. So that's all I'm really saying, Herbert, because, look, I'm not trying to pin any of these weapons as meta. I'm just building them up because they got buffs and people want to see the results. That's my job. So I hope that's a bit more clear to you as to why I do this and how I do it. Do I only stream on YouTube? Yes, only on YouTube. Because I do 1440p streams. And Twitch and other platforms cannot handle 1440p yet. Exactly. That's why, like, for me, you know, I don't make a judgment, like, because my job as a content creator is just to build these weapons and give you guys the maximum damage build. Whether it's actually meta or good is entirely up to the individual. Like, if somebody wanted to run 9s for fun, they could take the Thunder Cage and be more efficient than Voltia. So that would be absolutely hilarious, you know? But, of course, if we're talking maximum efficiency, I'd be in 10s all day with Viesa because I'm going to smoke that in 3 minutes or less. You know, the other one, you know, the one in the ring, you can smoke that in like 2.5 minutes with Viesa, especially now with the Clairvoyance buff. So I'm like, you know, I just go there and do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm thinking about. Anyway, let's skedaddle out of here. So we've made proof. I will drop a vid on Thunder Cage eventually because this is literally the, well, as high as I can get it. I don't think I can get it to have more DPS than this, but this is what it's got. So, Thunder Cage testing completed. Because Thunder Cage was nice. Final Masterpiece, unfortunately, despite being similar, failed horrendously to get anywhere near the highest levels, which saddens me a lot because I thought strongly of this weapon. I really did. But unfortunately, it flubs so hard. I'm using what is effectively the same build. It's got all the same trappings, but somehow it's just no good. Either that or I need sharp precision shot, which is the only other way that this is gonna roll, but I have everything else that's in here and it's just disappointing me. Shameful. Granted, Legion of Darkness, I know their defense is much higher, which I acknowledge, but yeah, the Final Masterpiece just, it's good, but not great. Not great enough. It needs to be better, I think. Sorry, I've got bad allergies today. If I don't do this, I'll die. And it hurts. But yeah, Final Masterpiece, to me at least, was a big disappointment. I do have to check Wave of Light, but I'm so lazy to do it right now. I'll do it another day.
Magisters are probably humanity's real hope, don't you think?
Make me another, like, 5 of these. Okay, there we go. Now then, guys. I think I shall go and do do I have the wrong filters? I feel like I've got the wrong filters. I did have the wrong filters. Sorry, fam. Apply. I knew something was wrong. My apologies. My apologies. It's time to Ines. I'm going to go back to the Sugma sector so I can go farm. So I can go farm and harm. A nice Valby reactor. I want to do some shenanigans with Valby. Descendant specific filters? What do you mean? Like, elaborate for me. What do you think? What do you mean by descendant specific filters? Actually, you know what? I should go VP. Shit. That's right. I've been using cores. Crap. Well, time to bring out Elsa. Elsa from Wish. But you know what? I absolutely love this swimsuit for her. Like, this one is from the previous. If you paint it white, it looks so nice. You know? I've loved this swimsuit on Viessa. The Oasis party was really cool. But this one, oh god, what is this? This is like, I don't know why, but I don't like it. I do not like it at all. However, somebody actually asked me a question. And I'm going to have to ask you guys the question because I did not check this. But I'm going to ask chat honestly this one time. Is it just me or is it just the way the swimsuit looks? Or is it another one of those situations, you know, in the patch notes where they said, oh, the chest size deferred? Does it slightly? Or is it just the way the swimsuit's designed? I can't tell. Anyway, if any of you guys know, let me know. But I love this swimsuit. Hey, Yuri. Okay, back to VEP. Time to go farm like some kind of animal. I hate having to farm this, but I will. Oh, and for those of you that haven't registered me as your creator, please make sure you do so. There's the link right there. Please enjoy. Okay. It does, right? So I'm not crazy. Okay. But if it looks about the same, that's also okay. I'm not going to mind too much. It's not my business to mind it anyway. All right. My business is to do, you know, stuff for you guys. Is to do weird and wild stuff for you guys. And do illegal things that I shouldn't be doing. All right, let's go. Yeah, I think it is due to the suit, but good to know. Let's put on some nice hip hop. It's time to kick butt.
Put the fam on my back, you could come and take a peek. Heard you was looking for me. Got a bag, then another, no receipt.
Let's farm, fam.
Never suffered a defeat. Put the fam on my back, you could come and take a peek. Yeah, yeah. My diamonds they blue and my pockets they green. They see the way that I'm moving, they wanna join the team. If you keep it solid, I could put you on some things.
Keep that engine revving in that big body machine. It's amazing. Look Caucasian. Blowing up the spot like the invasion.
You know we came from the mo and faking. Whole gang looking sharp like a razor. They know I could take it far, need a favor. Don't need you on my team.
See you later. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. I swear I know what I'm doing. I'm coordinated, fam. I'm coordinated. God, I love this. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I do agree on the improvements too. It's nice. She's viable here because of the weakness to chill that the enemies have. She's not that great of a farmer, but her damage is high enough. So she's quite useful. Hey, goodbye. How's it going? Don't forget, elemental weaknesses count for a lot, but she's definitely good. And higher up, my build is available for everyone. Just copy it and have fun. This is the standard build used for the EP10.
want you to be yourself, so they want you to ride. Don't give a fuck if you been hot, they want your spot. Woke up out my sleep because of phone. My partner in the pen, my mama told me.
Let's go a little faster.
Got me wishing this a dream, it's the wrong thing. This money don't mean a thing to the homies. Hey, woke up out my sleep because of phone.
I don't like the spawns here though, because unlike the normal tight rooms, this one is very, very wide.
This money don't mean a thing to the homies. Stuck in the streets, I couldn't leave it. Thought for the fame, we still.
So this cost me time because it's so spread out. The biggest thing is your blizzard. So this one's a bit sad.
One minute you up, the next you leaving. I tried to be loyal,
You won't need it, no.
it was us, then it was you got needy. The things you believed in, I was doing my best to show you I was down for you. The way I said I would, but I guess it wasn't enough to show you that it could. All the things you thought you knew was misunderstood. Woke up out my sleep because the phone. My partner in the pen, my mama told me. Got me wishing it's a dream, it's the wrong thing. This money don't mean a thing to the homies. Woke up out my sleep because the phone. My partner in the pen, my mama told me. Got me wishing it's a dream, it's the wrong thing. This money don't mean a thing to the homies.
I need help now.
Step up in the building, recognize me. Check the fresh fade, watch the jewelry. I need my money all in 20s, please. Got a lot of haters.
Sure, as long as you're having fun, higher up.
Back of the club. I need you to bring it back for the dub. I got racks in the trunk. Big bags full of gas for the month. Put the plan in motion, now we popping off. With the new Mercedes, now we taking off. See me on the road, I'm switching lanes. She call me on the road, she need a taste. Keep the summer jumping, baby, get involved. Ain't no hesitating, baby, get involved. I see it in your eyes, I see your face. I see it in your eyes, you need a taste. I just caught a flight to your city, we could link up. Met you at the club, saw you back it up and sync up. Pull up to the trap, take a tab, it's a free throw. Only smoke the best.
Well, I told you guys to do that months ago, but I guess you guys just returned anyway, so welcome back. At least now you understand.
Big bags full of gas, fill 'em up. Put the plan in motion, now we popping off. Get the new Mercedes, now we taking off. See me on the road, I'm switching lanes.
Is Glay the best restored relic? Yeah, because she's got unlimited ammo. I mean, if you're gonna spam literally limitless amounts of ammo, then, you know, there you go. You want some metal? Okay. Who am I to deny? Who am I to deny? Let's see. There we are. Let me just play the sample. I'll play an actual metal song for you after, but I just wanted to hear this one because I never played it for a long time. I can't even remember if it's legit. If it's bad, I'll just swap it out. But anyway, please enjoy.
Infinite void, devouring all. Shadows rise, hear the call. Whispers echo, cold and deep. Dreams collapse. No time to wait. Break the chains, unleash the storm. Worlds collide, chaos born. Rage and fury.
Nah, I don't think this is a banger. I think this is one of my failed products. Could be good though. I don't know. I'll let you guys think about it.
Of a world condemned to die. No salvation, no escape. Witness now the final shape. Break the chains, unleash the storm. Worlds collide, chaos born. Raging beauty intertwine. Shattered realms, the undefined. Through the ashes, life may bloom. Out of chaos, a fragile room.
It's actually not bad, yeah. I'll play it at full volume next. Oh. I don't know if there is one. I can't even remember this creation, to be honest. Sometimes I make a whole bunch of stuff, I just put it in my maybe folder and never really sees the light of day. I will see if I can work on this, but for some other products. By itself, it's not that great, but I kind of like the vocals on this one. I'll adjust it and play it at full volume in a second. But it sounded not bad, actually. Sorry, VNT. I have no capacity to give you technical advice, my friend. If you need tech advice, I'm so sorry about this, but you have to go to either a tech channel that can advise you better, or you can ask in the official Discord. But I'm unable to help, and there's a reason why. It's because I'm a gaming channel instead of a tech channel. So if I were to give advice on something that I'm not really qualified for or stuff like that, then I open myself up to problems. So I hope you can understand, and I'm so sorry that I cannot help you. But definitely, if you have a trusted tech channel, go to a trusted tech channel. Go to a trusted tech channel. They'll be better able to help you, or you can ask in the official Discord, Reddit, and maybe they can answer you there. But like, I can't do it because, again, I'm just a gaming channel. I'm not really supposed to be giving technical advice. Sorry, my guy. Okay. Now, let me try and tweak that a little bit. Okay, I'll play it at full volume. Yeah, definitely you would have to, like, for me, you have to look at your settings. Like, I just work on my own in-game settings and I never have a problem. But again, my system is very different from yours and I'm not a tech channel. Any technical advice I need, I go to my tech man. All right, let me play that again for you guys. Let's see how it feels. I might craft a persona. I kind of like the voice on that one. I'll play it one more time.
Infinite void, devouring all. Shadows rise, hear their call. Whispers echo, cold and deep. Dreams collapse, no time to weep. Break the chains, unleash the storm. Worlds collide, chaos born. Rage and beauty intertwine. Shattered realms, the undefined.
Not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay. I might save that to work on it in future. Huh. It was sitting in my folder there. I never played it before. But that actually wasn't horrendous. Anyway, Gabak, thank you so much for the super chat. I'll play one of the other metal songs I've played before as a little bonus. Oh my god, a one-on-one interview with Bunny. Nah, 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 nah. You can't put me in a room with her. Nah, 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 nah. That's unsafe for her. Nah, 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 nah. Anyway, the last option's a joke option. They wouldn't put me in the video. That's so weird. Can you imagine? Can you imagine like just me sitting there and talking to Bunny? That's terrible. Let's not go that far. Life should not imitate art. Okay, anyway. Let me play one of our favorites, Gods Amongst Men. Thank you again for the lovely super chat. Enjoy the metal. I love the song. Hey, Sir Tommy.
Till the death of the sun, the war has begun. So rise and we will fight, we will stand as one. When we will overcome, and we will stand our ground until the death of the sun. And we will be gods among men.
Sir Tommy, that is a terrible idea. All right. Thank you all for enjoying Gods Among Men. Thank you for the super chat as well. Hope y'all had fun with that. And my music always goes hard. I'm just farming VEP. I'm just farming the PEV. After my hip-hop album is done, it's going to be the female metal album, so look forward to it. It's going to be crazy. So Tommy's putting up the link to my YouTube music channel as well as my SoundCloud. If you guys want to support my music, you like the music that I create, all right, make sure you play my tracks on SoundCloud as much as you can, because right now I'm getting paid through SoundCloud. Doesn't matter who you are. All you got to do is play my tracks on SoundCloud. Don't have an account, doesn't matter. The more you play my tracks, the more I make. So play my tracks on SoundCloud. You'll be doing me a solid, and that's all it really takes. You want to support me for free? Play my tracks on SoundCloud. I get paid from it now. Thank you to anyone who enjoys my music. The conclusion of the metal album, the hip hop album, is coming very, very, and I mean very soon, i.e. with the next track. It concludes. But after that, look forward to the metal. It's coming. Now, give me a moment before I carry on. One moment. What do I have time for now? Need to... Okay. I do a lot. I do a lot of things. Why? Because I'm dangerous that way, man. I'm dangerous. But yeah, no. I write lyrics all the time. I actually do a huge variety of stuff. In fact, like recently, I don't know, but I've been on this bend where I've just been doing these powerful vocal emotional songs. All right. And they're completely different to anything I've ever done, but I just like them, you know? Like I was telling some of my audience yesterday, right? I had this one track where the AI sang like his rent was due. Like, and you hear like the insane vocals on this, you won't even believe it's a machine. Check this out. I won't play the full thing, but you gotta hear this, because you won't believe an AI can sing like this. It's a pop ballad, so it may not suit your palates, but just listen to how the vocal range, because it's crazy.
Better halves in a bubble bath, bikinis and sunshine, can't help but laugh. Here comes the rain, I don't need it today. Can't she just stay? Don't go away. You don't need to change. No, I do. I wanna stay with you. I don't wanna let you down, but my demons don't sleep. They love hanging around. I don't need it today. No, not today. Can't you just stay? Don't go away. Don't need to change. No, I do. I wanna stay with you. I know I'm hard to love, difficult to touch. I'm soft enough. 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 I'm soft enough.
Yeah, that I made that yesterday, but I wasn't expecting it, right? So I wrote these lyrics that I was actually writing this for Kaz, and I just wrote these lyrics. But I felt like the lyrics didn't even do justice to the song because the way the AI performed it was insane. So yeah, it can do a lot. It's pretty darn good. But you have to know what you're doing with it. You don't know what you're doing with it. You don't know how to, like, I guess, whisper to the AI in the right way. It will generate slop to you. Yeah, I've been working on a couple of these pop ballads in the background because I just wanted to see how far I could push the AI's vocals, right? But this recent batch that I made is just insane. I'll play you guys another one. Hang on. Y'all might want to hear this one. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. This one is called Kiss of Death, right? They're all with piano because they're all supposed to be pop ballads, but this one's also really, really good. He's got a very gritty voice.
Can't explain. Fate pulls the strings, and I hate it when bad things happen to good people. Sinner or a saint, it ain't fair. That angel hair fell from heaven, halo gone, wings all clear, white turn red. Got some help from the horns and tail. She could have been the one, but it's a kiss of death. A kiss of death. Can't complain, 'cause I'd do it all again. Gave me the best and the worst. Could have been a lot worse. Sinner or a saint, it ain't fair. That angel hair
It's good, right?
fell from heaven, halo gone, wings all clear, white turn red. Got some help from the horns and tail. She could have been the one, but it's a kiss of death. A kiss of death.
Everything you heard there is literally produced by a machine. All I did was I created the bass for the style, and then I wrote the song. That's it. That's it. But the thing is, although it sounds simple, you want to get it. If you want to get it like this, it takes so much practice. You spend like hundreds and hundreds of, dollars just like generating and generating and generating. But when you get that hit, oh my God, it's good. It's good. Well, I shouldn't say dollars. You spend hundreds of credits because most of them use credits. I will be doing a pop ballad album featuring all these like high-powered voices, but it'll be after the military rock album because I do owe John. Okay, so for those of you that know about the military rock album, some of you may not have heard it because it's not requested very often, but all of these were created with the base of another AI, which I had called Milsim Operative, because I wrote a lot of these songs. I mean, y'all know any Singaporean serves in the military. Of course, we don't have active tours of duty, but you understand the soldiering life. You can relate to soldiers. So when I was making some songs, I asked John, how's it feel? Is it legit? Does it feel real? And that's where the original base of all these voices came from. So if you listen to the song like After Deployment, now this will be after the metal album. It's a rock album that's like those of you that know Citizen Soldier and stuff like that. Yeah, it's that kind of album talking about soldiering life and all. That's very authentic. But this was the original bass that I used. So have a listen.
was off by the army post when they said,
This'll be your new home now. Here's a bed.
but the
Blue-eyed boy was raised in the South.
with a front porch swing and a
Dirt road rat.
all the friends that I had moved on, and all the family I had were gone. I called them up and they never answer. I guess I'm just a stranger to them now. There's a picture of a soldier on the wall. They say thanks for your service, son. But the man in the mirror's not the same. Not the man I was before the war. And every day I wake up with
The shakes. I'm back there every night, and I can't escape.
and I don't understand why I'm here. When I saw better men die over there, I take pills for my mind and for my heart. They never do a thing except make me feel worse. And the man in the mirror stares back at me and says the answer's at the bottom of a bottle.
So that was one of the songs that John really liked, and he actually, oh, there's somebody here. He actually let a veteran with PTSD hear this song, and they said that it was really authentic and really good. So that's why, like, cause I really wanted to work on an album like that, so I would be dropping that after the metal album's done. But like I said, at the end of the day, like, you want to write these songs, you gotta have the emotion inside your heart. Because if you're a prompter, so in the AI music industry, what we call a prompter is somebody that just says, okay, here's a prompt, AI generates everything, and I call it my music. You can't do that. You can use it to help you, but the song, the lyrics, the words, they had to come from you. Like some of the songs that, like, for my hip hop, where I don't, because obviously I didn't grow up in the inner city, and I'm not African American, right? So I use some of the AI to say, like, okay, here's a concept, here's the lyrics that I wrote. Like, how can, like, I ask it to slang it up for me so that when the AI performs it, it fits the urban slang, the modern urban slang, which I may not be familiar with, but the base of the song, excuse me, the theme, the idea behind it, it has to come from the human. And that's where the emotion comes in, because if you don't have that, you will not get emotion in your song. I have seen dozens of people do country. I've seen dozens of people do all sorts of AI music, and I see it on my TikTok feed all the time, and all of it sounds flat. Because they do not, number one, they do not have experience with music, and number two, they don't put emotions into their songs. For those of you that know me, before I did AI music, I was actually rapping on my own. I wrote and I would rap over beats and stuff like that. I could sing a little bit, but because I have a little bit of that experience, it helps me in creating these songs and making, oh, that's not even the most emotional one in the album. The most emotional one will kill your heart, so I don't play that one. But that one is one of the more emotional ones. But the most emotional one I don't play on stream usually. Very rarely I'll play it on stream. Don't want to traumatize people, to be honest. But you got to be able to write. So the first key is writing, and after writing, the rest is just practice, practice, practice. And that's how you get good. That's about it. Okay. I already gave that human a high five. Now, let me go and do some more. So back to the VP. I'm glad you guys like my music. It's always nice to talk about it. It's always nice to share a little bit about what I do. And I do like doing this. It's a lot of fun. But to be fair, AI music has just been like, a lot of people have become very famous doing AI music. And in fact, there was a whole band on Spotify that got like 1 million plays or something, and it was all AI generated. But the problem is that they lied to their audience about it. They pretended like they were real humans, but everything from the pictures about them, everything was all AI generated. So they finally owned up to it. For me, I would rather view myself as a producer. I'm not trying to pretend I'm an artist. I'm more of a producer. The AIs are my artists, and what they produce in my studio therefore belongs under the Robot Nation umbrella. You know, I kind of think of it that way, and I treat my AI singers like they're real humans. So I feel, I don't know if that makes a difference, but I feel that that's what creates the vibe in my songs. Because to this date, what most people will tell me is that they're very surprised that my stuff is AI, that they think that I got some actual person to go off and go sing that shit. And I'm like, no, it's all generated with a computer. So thank you very much for enjoying and validating my work. It's a lot of fun. And if you actually listen to my oldest stuff, it's so different now, you know? Like, I think Sir Tommy, who knows like the very oldest of my work, which is like the 6 sea shanty songs that I first made. Like back then, we thought those were amazing, but no. You listen to those and you listen to like the stuff that I have now. Like, no offense to me back then, but that stuff sounds so flat. It's just, you can tell it's AI. It's just a machine. But now, my God, like the experience that I've gained doing this these past 3-4 months has made it so different. You know, it's reached a whole new level. So it's a lot of fun. Wouldn't know if it's amazing yet. I guess I'll only accept that compliment when, you know, when I finally make it as a musician in my own way. But yeah, I hope that someday, you know, I'll have millions of plays on SoundCloud and stuff. But if you want to support, like I said, honest to God, you can just hear everything on SoundCloud. It's free. Won't cost you a cent. And anyone that plays it, doesn't even matter if they have an account. As long as you play it, I get paid. So, yeah. Please feel free to spread the word. There'll be more releases as soon as I can. I try to release as often as possible so I can get through all my albums. So I've got whole bodies of work that I have yet to release. And I'm generating more all the time. Because, like, sometimes I'll just, like, you know, I'll, like, get that inspiration. You're like, oh, okay, I gotta put this to paper, you know? I'll just think about something that I like, and I'll just put it to paper. So, you know, like that Salvador Dali shit. Like sometimes I'll just wake up. I actually did this one time. I woke up in the middle of the night, right? And after a dream, I was like, you know what? I'm feeling this vibe, and I just put it on paper, and I was like, this could make a good gangster song. And that's how I came up with some of the stuff that I did. But I am hoping genuinely one day, right, if enough people recognize my music, like I'll be able to have an additional passive income of my music, you know? Right now, my streaming and everything is what supplements, is my main earner. But it would be nice someday to have like a supplementary income from music, you know? If I start making more, I could even supplement my streaming with the music. I'm gonna give back to y'all. Because right now, basically, like, all my super chatters, they're the ones keeping us in business. Them and the loyal viewers, they're just keeping me alive so I can produce more. But someday it'll flip, so I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, thank you for the compliments. Appreciate it. Okay, now I need to check this. Oh, okay. Okay, please do that while I wait. There we go. I need a couple more cores before I can move on. Then I might do some community service. Go larval up some people.
Scatter them. I'll ice you all. Stay with
There's a picture of a soldier on the wall. They say thanks for your service, son. Say, not the man I was before. I just love music. Music is beautiful. It is truly like the way to express yourself. And it's also free therapy. When you have emotions to iron out, write songs. Sometimes you'll feel better. Sometimes.
stay with one. Freeze. Stay with
Well, if so, then good. Hey, Frostbite. How's it going?
stay with one. This could get messy. Freeze. Don't hate me later.
True. Well, welcome back to the game then.
This is the ultimate chill.
So how can I help you today, Mr. Frostbite? You just here to watch some gameplay, or do you have questions and knowledge that you seek, sir? Ah, so you're just here to thank me. No problem, man. I have more coming. Oh, come on. How dare that? I mean, it was my fault I didn't dodge it, but still, how dare you? How dare this creature kill me? Rude. There we go. I was quickly farming some cores, and then later on I can work on more stuff. Hey, Kaz is awake. See if I can call her. All good, my man. All good. Thank you for checking in. Hey, good morning. Figured I'd just drop a call now anyway, since you are awake and alive and breathing. Yes, thankfully, right? How'd you sleep? Did you sleep well? Why? Mm-hmm. Why did you go to bed late? I see. Okay, in Tokyo. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Okay. Well, I'm happy to hear that. I see. Well, I am happy that you woke up and that I could call you, you nerd. Streaming, working, you know. Gotta make some moolah. TFD as per normal. Yes, standard. You should be catching up, but you don't play enough, nerd. Flick you. Flick you. Pardon? Everything. You still have to finish your bunny and your Serena and all sorts of different things. No, you still got stuff to do. Like, get all your external components in order. Your reactor is still there. You know. You know. Because the new content is for, like, super endgame. You need a maximized build. I mean, I'll try and carry you, but... it's a grindy game. You'll have to grind at some point, okay? Just remember that. Okay. Okay. Anyway, I'm glad you enjoyed, you know, your Marvel Rivals in Tokyo. I shall return to streaming now. Okay. I love you. See you later, okay? Okay. Bye, nerd. Love you too. Bye. Well, go ahead and gear Serena. This is always good. Now. Okay, let me just log this incident. Okay, there we go. Don't ask, the dude's a troll. So I usually have to remove such people straight away, and nowadays I log the incident. So if any people do stuff like this, I will usually just immediately screenshot everything, log the incident, because some folks have been trying to harass my channel and claim that I'm mean or stuff like that. So no, if they spam or break the rules and they're a known rule breaker, now I just make sure that I have the evidence, and in case anybody says anything, you know, I will log the incident and pass it on to the devs if ever necessary, you know. Everything is dated, time-stamped, and will be shared. So there we go. This is mostly to protect myself. But yeah, avoid interacting with them. That's okay. At least now you know. Like I said, for me, I don't worry about it. They can do whatever they want to do. They control whatever they want to control. But last time in the past, I was very nice about it. I didn't log any incidents or things like that because that's schoolyard bullshit. But recently, okay, some people have tried to genuinely go quite a distance to harass me. So because of that, I said, okay, it may actually affect my contracts, and because it may actually affect my contracts, therefore my income, I said, nope, not letting that happen. And in order to facilitate any, counter complaints or stuff like that, I decided to log every single incident. So people will be named by name, timestamped, and their channel will be listed. So anytime we go back to the incident, there'll be a timestamp there and say, okay, so this person did XYZ at this time. Here's their channel tag, and I'll save a screenshot of it so that we know. And if anyone ever comes up and tries to pipe up with some nonsense, people can go back and review the stream. Now, let's take a look at the polls so far. We've had 155 votes. And 77% of people think that they should definitely be making more vids like the bunny video. 6% did not like it. Never really explained why. 10% thought that the video should be spicy. And 7% said they wanted me to be in it. Well, I guess you can ask the devs if they want me in the video. Oh, I don't know how they're going to put me in there. I have to just like record my face or record my voice. Or they'll have to design a character that represents me and just have me existing there. Could work, could work. Now, before we carry on, I'm just going to very quickly type a few things. I'm waiting for the daily reset. It would be nice if they interviewed Lepic, yeah. I would like to see them do more. Several companies have done that before. In fact, those of you who know, I've worked with Raid Shadow Legends, and they've done the so-called reading mean comments, reading mean tweets. In fact, Raid Shadow Legends was one of the first to do it in one of their little videos. So it's pretty cool. Ultimate Eugen would be good, but they need to give Eugen a reason to exist first. Right now, he isn't that useful. Maybe when the wall crasher comes in, he will be more useful, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Okay. Now I'm just waiting 3 more minutes, if you don't mind. Okay. Bunny swearing was the absolute best part. Like, genuinely, that was the best. All right? It will never be anything other than best, absolute perfect. Because the fact that they let her swear, okay? The fact that they let her swear was unbelievable. I can't believe they let Bunny swear. How on earth did that pass muster, ladies and gents? Don't know how. Don't know how, but they did. And the fact that it was allowed was wild as shit. Yeah, I know, right? I carried this game on my legs. I was like, oh my god, did they just let that happen? It was the icing on the cake. It was funny, and it made her feel very real. I agree. It was a good video.
Oh, the special human child. What do you need?
And, of course, the voice actor as well did a fantastic job. I thought that it was absolutely excellent what they did there. I felt they did a really, really solid job of portraying Bunny. And that, to me, just made it a lot better. Like, it felt really, really good. I felt like, you know, they really put a lot of effort into this because their previous marketing videos looked cheap. Especially the bikini skin marketing video, it looked very cheap. But the simple fact that this one looked good really changed the feeling and the vibe for me. You know, it really changed the feeling and the vibe for me. Actually, wait. There's one thing I need to test. Let me see if I can finally get my caliber, because I don't want to have to go and buy Steam gift cards tomorrow. But in case you guys didn't know, there's a big problem right now. Yeah, okay, PayPal's still down. Okay. I have to buy Steam gift cards tomorrow. Stupid, because my chat already paid for my freaking bunny skin, but oh well. Oh well. Oh well, whatever, never mind. Okay, how many more minutes till it starts? Okay, it's at 3 now. I will just quickly go into one of the VPs. Then as soon as it's done, I should have the daily reset. I can clear all my dailies, and we're good to go. Oh, hold on. Need to edit this post of mine. There we go. Update. Okay, so I changed this one to this map. There. All right. See you later, buddy. I hate that no matter what you do, this area is so poorly optimized. I don't know if it's the map itself, I think it is, but for some god-awful reason, this map above all others, has always been horrendous with the optimization. Yep, it's this one. Every time before you get to this jump, the lag is unbelievable. Well, I should probably say the frame rate drop is unbelievable. I shouldn't say lag, because lag is an incorrect term. It's not an internet problem. It's a frame rate issue. And I will never know why. There we go. Alright, now that the daily reset is complete, let's go clear our stuff at light speed. Okay. Grab that. Let's go. Now, what do I need? Dailies are infiltration, Sigma sector, or void vessel. I think I can go for void vessel, intercept battle. Okay. Let's make this fast. First, we'll clear the intercept. Intercept battle. Here comes the atoms. The atoms. Okay. Now just for fun.
The space-time fabric of the void is extremely illogical.
Let's go to the Rustwalker. Let's go touch it gingerly. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy diggy hole. Diggy diggy hole.
Over limit freeze.
Oh, missed that shot.
Target down. Colossus neutralized.
I missed. Oh well. And for fun again. Shoot doo 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 doo. Hey, hyperspace followed my SoundCloud. Yes, I'll be counting on you to play my tracks. I sees it. I sees it. Good. You know, the Atoms looks a little bit like Voltea sometimes. Confuses me.
You're going to feel a little chilly. Mission accomplished.
One shot, one kill.
Where's the next operation site?
Now that was beautiful. Right? 56 million damage. Easy. Easy. Isn't it Born Underground? I thought it was Born Underground. Born underground, sucker from a Tita stone. Well, I could be wrong. You know music more than me, brother. Okay, let's go annihilate the Swamp Walker. Then we'll quickly do a 2-piece of the Void Vessel. And we'll try and finish all the dailies, and then I'll have to finish out there a little bit early. But don't you worry, there's plenty more content coming for you guys. Why? Because I'm a legend like that, bro. That's why. That's right.
Stay calm. Over limit freeze. Target down. Colossus neutralized.
Missed my shot. Oh well. Always update your drivers, but in terms of performance, everything seems fine. The only thing I could say is that at most you might want to try frame gen, but I have noticed not much difference. Right now I'm playing without frame gen, but if I were to say adjust, right, and if I were to use frame gen, so we turn on frame gen here. Okay. So everything looks very smooth and beautiful. So now let's try it with frame gen. You will still see some stutters, I believe. So it was born underground. At least now I know. So I wasn't crazy. But if you use frame gen, you should be fine. The problem is that a lot of games these days, because they require frame gen, you have to understand that you have to know your base frame rates. If you're having a lot of stutter with your base frame rates, even with frame gen, you're going to notice a lot of input lag, which will throw off your gameplay. So that's the only thing you got to be concerned about and be careful of. However, if you feel that, you know, you're going just fine with no issues, then, you know, just carry on. But for Monster Hunter Wilds, for example, I have gone all in on frame gen because there's just no other option. All I can do is just run the frame gen. But for this particular game, I leave it up to you. Like, you see when the door went down, like, there was a slight stutter. Do you see that? Because no matter what, even with frame gen, like, this game will just have that issue. You just say play Kyle? This is Keelan, bro. I know they both start with K, bruh. Bruh, you just call my man's Kyle? No, 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 no. Kyle? Good night, Kabak. Get some good rest. Kyle is different, okay? Kyle is the guy that uses his entire body to crash into a Colossus. Keelan be dashing and flashing. LOL. Well, now I'll forever remember the fact that you called Keelan Kyle. It's over, bro. It's over.
You can't run away.
Hashtag sad, bro. Hashtag sad. It's okay. Welcome back to the game. We're just making fun of you. If we can't poke fun at you, then you know, not really doing our jobs, are we? You're all good. But it was pretty funny, you know. Maybe they should make that a video. People think that Kyle is Keelan, and people think that Keelan is Kyle, and like it'll be like a hilarious video where they could get the voice actors to be all like, you know, no, what? I'm Keelan. No, he's Kyle. You know, like could be like a skit or something. No, I'm just showing you frame gen. What I'm trying to show you is that there's no difference. Whether you run on frame gen or not, the game will it's just like this. So like it's impossible to solve all the stutters. Frame gen can help a little bit. It'll make your game a little bit smoother, and there's no artifacting and no problems, as you can see. Unlike with Monster Hunter, where there's a lot of artifacting and it looks horrendous, here it'll just look clean, but there's almost no difference. So whether you run frame gen or not, your game ends up looking the same, essentially. Okay? And the input lag is minimal. You might feel it a little bit depending on your base. So for example, what do I mean by base? For those of you that don't know how frame gen works, if your base is like 30 FPS, it can effectively force this game to 120 FPS. But if your base is 30, then it means that you're forcing the game to generate 4 ghost frames, right? Sorry, 3 ghost frames for every 1 real frame. That means that when you try and input something, because you're seeing it in 120, right? You try and input a command, it'll feel like it's delayed because it's only coming in on the game's actual 30th frame. So you have to be careful about these things in video games where reactions are very important. Unfortunately, for Monster Hunter Wilds, we have no choice. We're forced to do it. But for this game, you're not forced to do it. So for FPS or games that require my reaction speed, I never use frame gen if possible. I'm only doing it right now because I haven't gotten my new PC yet. I'm saving up to buy it at the end of August. It's a beast of a machine. Then I won't have to use frame gen. But where possible, I avoid using frame gen. Hey Figs, it's okay. Well, at least now you know hyperspace. Yep, for me in general, like with these games, I don't use frame gen. I tend to just avoid running frame gen because it's horrendous. If you want your reactions to be perfect, frame gen slows you down a lot. But for Monster Hunter Wilds, I can't help it. Like, there's no choice. My RTX 3080 is not powerful enough. And since I know you're the leader of AI hyperspace, alright, I'll be counting on you to get a massive bonus from your company. Then you can donate to me, okay? But yeah, unfortunately, for me, I have to use frame gen for some games. For this one, thankfully, I don't. I just use, I just lower the textures. Because for gameplay, the slightly lower textures are just fine. But for taking screenshots and stuff, like if I want to make a cover page, I always use the cinematic textures so we get the best detailing. I just have to remember to turn it off after. If you don't turn it off, you can have a problem.
An enemy container has been
So
revealed.
for anyone that's
Please
wondering,
verify
if
the
you
data.
really want the game to look smooth, you can use frame gen. It won't make that much of a difference. Like there'll be slightly less stutters, but you're still going to encounter stutters in certain areas because some activities are just poorly optimized no matter what, you know? But it is what it is. I'm going to turn frame gen off and just adjust some of my settings, and it'll basically look the same in combat. Like I said, you only encounter differences in the screenshots that you take or stuff like that. Usually. I mean, you just have to know your base frame rates. Like, if you know your base frame rates, then you don't have to worry about it. If you're running all cinematic because you want stuff to look good, then you know. But like when I want like to take screenshots, I turn my shaders to cinematic and my textures to cinematic and my post-processing to cinematic. These three things will be absolutely stunning. Everything else you don't have to worry about. But that's for when I want to take screenshots. I need a 5090, bro. I need a 5090. That way I don't have to get a new one for like the next 3-4 years, and I'll be satisfied because it's so expensive right now. Keeping up with it is insane. It is insanity. But we still do. We still do because we're gamers at heart.
Launching Void Vessel Exploration Operation.
Everybody's saving for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to be used by you. Looks don't matter. For me, it's all performance. I need the performance. As long as the performance is good enough, I'm happy.
Too slow.
Yes, it's true, Jindan, and that is sad. That's what I've been advocating against this entire time. I hate it. I hate it. I think it's the worst scam in history because they're literally forcing us.
This is your end.
They are forcing us to use frame gen to achieve frame rates we want when the devs should be focusing on optimizing their shit. Anyway, as you can see, right, without frame gen, if you tweak the settings down, game won't look any different in combat and you'll still have full smoothness. This is with fully updated drivers though, so if you haven't fully updated your drivers, you might want to do that. But you can see it for yourself right here, right now. Frame gen barely, like, frame gen won't affect this much. Like, you'll still see the stutters that you would have seen anyway, with or without frame gen. Because it's more to do with, like, I think how they've done the maps and effects sometimes. So you're going to see the same things. So whether you want to use frame gen on this game or not is up to you, but I prefer not to because I don't like input lag. I know people say you can't really feel it on this game, and it's true, I agree that for most gamers you're not going to feel a damn thing. You're not going to feel any input lag, even though this is a FPS, well, third-person shooter type game. You're not going to feel any real input lag, but I hate it. I can't. The input lag for me is insanely important. Possibly because I'm the same kind of guy that always plays FPS, but yeah. AI frame gen is getting prioritized the most, but I hate it. I can't stand it.
You can't run away. Move.
I feel like it completely forces my reaction speed to transform into a level that I don't want it to be at. Because the way that I react to things is very different due to me usually having to be a so-called good gamer to do my job. I find it annoying whenever my reaction speeds are affected. So that, for me, has been a drastic downside of frame gen. I know I have to use it, but God, I hate it. I do plan on trying it on Marvel Rivals, though. Like, when we play later tonight, and we in cosplay, I'm definitely going to be trying out frame gen. Because I've heard that it's decent on Marvel Rivals, but I want to see for real. If it affects my aim or if it affects my ability to heal, then I'm not going to do it. Yeah, PvP, you will really feel it. That's why I want to try it out, but I have a feeling I'm going to hate it even more. But some people have been giving it rave reviews, so I'm like, okay, I'll give it a try. I am a man that will always try things once before I make my conclusion. For example, look at a Thunder Cage. Today we found out maybe it's not that bad. Technically, in a going pound for pound with Voltea, the Thunder Cage is actually a little better in PvP Stage 9 because it does more focused damage. MMOs? Oh, yeah, I guess if you're talking split-second input timing, yeah. Yeah, fair. You might feel that. Oh, just check out Monster Hunter. The input lag is so bad. But because it's Monster Hunter, weirdly enough, you don't feel it. I do hope that they optimize Monster Hunter, though, because I'm really, really sick of it. Honest to God. I love Monster Hunter. I think it's a great game. But they need to get their shit together. Anyway, as you can see, very little difference between frame gen and non-frame gen. It's all the same. The only thing you'll get is input lag, because the frame gen for this game, weirdly enough, doesn't solve any of the stutters that you experience. It's better to just tune down your settings.
Enemy container has been revealed. Please verify the data.
Okay. Let's head out of Void Vessel. Now, what am I missing from the first anniversary? Infiltration operation, easy. Yeah, I think I'll run one as Keelan, because may as well, right? Ain't nothing better to do. So let's run it as Kiki. Okay, what infiltration operation do we have? Mysteries and brother. Echo Swampert. Seed Vault. You know what? I think I'm going to do a little something. Okay, full speed farm with Freyna. Venom synthesis. Everything else is fine. Can't really complain. Okay. And I still never made that skill cooldown tech reactor for her. I really should. Do I have one with attack rifle mounting that I can just slap on? Apparently I don't. Damn it. I always think to myself, I should change Franus reactor soon, but I never do. I really should though. I really should. Okay. Anyway, no sense in thinking about it anymore. Let's go directly to Gecko Swamp. Haven't been here in a long time. Good, Chalen. Enjoy. Cooldown range? No. Cooldown tech. You want as much damage as possible. Her range is already beautiful if you build her correctly. If you build her the real RealAsianRobot style.
Melt away. Shield is damaged. My shield. Watch your feet.
On longer maps, I know Contagion's really fast at spreading, but on longer maps like this, I genuinely prefer Venom Synthesis because it just helps you run around. Now here, you can't help the stutter, unfortunately, because, well, it's just a thing that you'll have to put up with. Too many units on screen. Even frame gen won't help you here, but
How was that?
it's good overall.
This is your grave.
I don't know. For me, it's not fixed, but that's because I'm using Steam. I don't know about you, Jindan. You can go and check it out.
Watch your feet.
My problem is a separate problem. My problem is related to the internet drama between Collective Shout and Steam and the Visa payment processors and all that. Yeah, that's what my problem is.
Reload.
So right now, the only way for me to do anything on Steam is to go buy Steam gift cards like some kind of plebeian. So tomorrow, I'm going to have to saunter over and get some of those Steam gift cards. It's annoying. My PayPal is working fine for other platforms and other payment processors. Just not Steam.
Burn. Melt away.
Yep, that's exactly what I gotta do.
Watch your feet.
It's like I'm back in the Stone Ages, brother.
Shield is damaged.
tell you, ladies and gents, tomorrow I'm gonna be going back to the town of Bedrock. I'm gonna be back in the town of Bedrock. I'm gonna have to use my feet to power my car and go off and buy those damn cards. That's okay. I mean, I can still get paid from your super chats and whatnot, so I'm not worried about that. But I do have to, unfortunately, go and be a plebe for a while. I mean, I think this internet drama is stupid. People should just be allowed to play their video games without, you know, being disturbed constantly. But it's all the world seems to want to do. They just want to disturb everybody who just wants to be playing video games and be left in peace. And therein, ladies and gents, lies the problem of our world right now, because leave me alone, man. Just let me play my damn video games. That's all I want to do. I'm here to do one thing and one thing only. Sit around and play video games. Good night, Chalen. Now, maybe someday I will be able to play them in peace without being disturbed. But you never know. Okay. I think I've pretty much done everything I need to do. I'm just going to double check. Yes, I think I have. Okay. So we got the Thunder Cage up and running. I'll drop a video on it at a later time. I have heard, indeed, Baron. I have heard. But, you know, the Australians already had to suffer through ray guns, so, you know, I don't want them to suffer again. Because I feel for my Australian peeps. You know, they introduced all this, but barely anyone's even interacting here anymore. It's sad. Would have been a lot nicer if there was just more people interacting here, you know? I don't know. I feel like they put in all this cool stuff. It's really awesome, but damn. Nobody even uses it. It feels like such a waste, doesn't it? Anyway, thank you all very much for joining me today. I am going to have to end a little bit early, but I will check it out. I will see you guys later this evening. Check it out, ladies. I'll see you guys later this evening. I'm going to prepare a video on the bunny vid, so look forward to that. You couldn't link your account without the PS5 I used to play it on. Well, that sucks, Dross Gaming, but that's rough as hell, man. I don't know if it'll help, but there is a video, there is a guide for linking, or maybe you could email them if you're having an issue, but yeah, you can ask them. I don't know anything about that, Jindan. I stay away from the real world as much as I can. But unfortunately, since this drama affects my video games, that is rough. Well, fingers crossed that everybody has a good day, though. Stay away from the real world. Remember to enjoy video games, and I'll see you guys later this evening for Marvel Rivals. All right? Please do look forward to it, and I'll see you guys there. Don't do anything weird while I'm gone. Oh, and just so you know, Monday and Tuesday, I'll be taking my 2-day break for everything, but don't worry, there'll be other stuff happening during the 2-day break. For example, I'll be working on getting all my music on Spotify finally. So don't miss me too much, all right? And next week, we are going to get hot. When I come back from my break, it's going to be insane. All right, look forward to it. Thank you very much, and I'll see you all later. Don't do anything weird while I'm gone, okay?